Namaste. Ardra means wet. Your eyes become wet either when you are in pain or you are in joy. If you are in pain or if you are remembering somebody, and then when the tears flow, then those tears are warm. And if you are crying with joy, then the tears are cold. Either way, positively or negatively, in happiness or in unhappiness, your eyes become wet. That is Ardra. So Ardra, the name itself signifies that the nakshatra is going to make you go through many tragedies and turmoils and emotional, and all these things eventually is going to help you evolve into a much beautiful person. In this podcast, I have talked a little bit more on Ardra Nakshatra. So let's begin. Ardra Nakshatra falls in Gemini sign. Ardra, a certain pain, a certain suffering, a certain tragedy, and then the eyes become wet. That's Ardra. And if you ask me, then this is the most purifying nakshatra of all nakshatras. Yes, it is ruled by Rahu. Yes, it is the most feared nakshatra. Yes, the world has defamed it. And yet I stand to my word. Ardra is indeed the most purifying nakshatra of all nakshatras. A certain sorrow is needed, a certain wake-up call is needed. Only then will you wake up. Only then you will become aware. And there is nothing as life-changing as the arrival of awareness. This pain that comes through Ardra Nakshatra is not to make you sad, remember this. That's where people go on missing. This pain is just to make you more alert, because people become alert only when the arrow goes deep into their heart and wounds them. The journey of the soul is through the track of all 27 nakshatras. So this life, you are born on Ardra's track. The next life, it is going to be Punarvasu. How? Why? Is this possible? Everything is possible. If the soul maintains a progressive outlook, it is but obvious that he is going to progress, move ahead to the next nakshatra in line. If the soul is going to live this life in utter ignorance, the next life he remains on the same station of Ardra. He has missed the train due to his own ignorance. So this life is just a small part of the many lives to come. Always remember this. This is of significance. Your nakshatra, your moon's zodiac, your sun's zodiac, your ascendant, these are simply a representation of your growth till date. What is growth? What is real growth? That is a very important question. Your bank balance sexual pleasures, properties, cars. In the pursuit of achieving the material growth, the real thing, the real growth is missed. It is simply missed. Growth has to be something that is going to last forever. What you are running after is not the real growth. It is simply a demand for your unending desires. The desires of having sex, the desire of having lots of money, the desire to have lots of fame, all these desires that would never end. You may sleep with many beautiful women, and yet your desire for having more and more sex will never end, because the nature of the desires is such that they simply never stop. They want more and more and more, and this more is Rahu. Greed, lust, ignorance. This ignorance is caused by Rahu, and the nakshatra it presides over are the nakshatras of Ardra, Swati and Satabhisha. Ardra is the most favorite nakshatra of Lord Shiva. Ardra is the moment when Lord Shiva completed his many years of penance and opened his eyes, and a teardrop fell on this planet. This teardrop is the height of meditation. A great yogi is born, a great tapasvi is born. Celebration has to be there, music, song, dance, and you are saying Ardra is unlucky? If proper guidance is provided, then this Ardra can reach to the height of spiritual ecstasy. Such is the power of this nakshatra. The same Rahu, passion, desire, when channelized towards something superb, something of higher altitudes, it can create a miracle. On the base level is the physical sex, that is the body. It is pure physical. On the mid level is mind. It is purely on a mental state. And on the higher level is the soul. Every individual is born on a certain level of consciousness. The lower the level of consciousness, the more physical he or she is. The higher the level of consciousness, the less physical and more spiritual he or she is. Then their love is purely selfless. Then there is a certain fragrance to such a love. Love that comes from the state of the soul and not the mind, not the body. Communion between two bodies is sex. Communion between two minds is love. And communion between two souls is samadhi. The higher purpose of a meditative soul is to reach the stage where the communion is between the souls, soulmates. So always remember, every nakshatra is beautiful. Every nakshatra is divine. It depends on how your antenna is. It depends on how much of capability you have to receive the signals, the higher signals of these nakshatras. As I said before, it depends on your level of consciousness. The greater the consciousness, the more you can receive the good qualities of these nakshatras. How will you raise the level of your consciousness? That must be your next question. And the answer is in just one word: meditate. Meditate every day, and when you meditate, never ever entertain your mind. Never entertain any thoughts that come and go. Treat all these thoughts as visitors and never serve them tea. Focus on your breathing, and even for 5 minutes you can meditate without entertaining any of the thoughts that come and go. You have done a great progress. Meditate every day. Jai Sri Ganesha, Jai Guru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha.